With Ford, Chris DiDomenico, and Chris, looking back on what was an incredible run for the Rockford IceHogs, obviously still fresh in your mind, but when you look at your season, coming to the organization in a trade and having your second stint here with the Hogs, I mean, what are you taking away from what was a pretty remarkable year?
Oh, it's a memory that's going to last for a lifetime, and almost 2 games away from going to the Calder Cup final. It's always going to be there with me. It was a great bunch of guys in there, and you're going to remember them for the rest of your time. You always meet new people along the way, and you always meet great people along the way too, and you always take that with you.
And for you personally, I mean, it was an outstanding playoff run for you. You led the American Hockey League postseason in all-point production, helped the IceHogs turn around a power play that was towards the bottom of the American Hockey League. I mean, what's your takeaway jumping back into that IceHogs locker room for the second time in your career?
Well, I thought it was awesome. There's a great bunch of guys in there. A lot of young guys that are learning too. So, as an older guy coming in, you try to lead the way after you've been there through that times like that. And we just came up short of what we wanted, but we left it all out there, and it was an amazing experience for the young and older guys, and probably an experience we'll never forget.
And what was special about that locker room? You got young guys, you got old guys, you got guys coming in from other organizations, you got guys who are trying to rise up through the ranks. Seemed a little bit of everything, but it ultimately made for a pretty exciting group.
Well, we all battled for each other. We want the best from each other and be able to get to their ultimate goal, and that's to play in the NHL. And it doesn't matter if you don't get to the NHL, but if you're on a winning team, you always help the guy beside you, and that's ultimately what you play for, is the guys next to you. Yeah, you play for yourself, but it's more importantly playing for the guys next to you that you can help them get a job for next season too.
And now for you, I mean, what does the future hold for Chris DiDomenico? Obviously, I mean, you had a great regular season, a great playoff year. I'd imagine that'll help the phone ring maybe a little bit more going into this offseason.
We'll go back home and then see what happens from there, and anything that happens, I'm happy with everything that's happened to me, and just got to keep moving forward. But we'll see what happens, and we'll talk to my agent, and then we'll go from there.